In the frozen expanse of Rhen Var, our heroes, recently liberated, deliberate their fate. Opting for much-needed rest, Max's slumber led him to a dream of lightsaber duels. Waking near a perilous sinkhole, Vaan Taran's swift action averted certain disaster. Driven by curiosity, they explored the hangar, where Griff reunited with Spectre, a long-presumed deceased clone comrade. Sharing a meal with Valandrasov, leader of the Reclaimers, negotiations unfolded. To secure passage off the icy world, our heroes agreed to aid in clearing a base guarded by droids. In return, the essential parts for their G9 riggers repair shall be granted. Our heroes rest and prepare for the upcoming mission, but underneath the icy surface of Rhen Var is the shadowy remnants of the galaxy's past.
And we are live. Let's go ahead and bring you all over to this screen. Okay, so we are down 2 players, and we will see what we are going to do here.
We're literally half plus one.
Half plus 1. That is our minimum, and it makes your tokens like 3 times as big, apparently, on this.
Sweet. That means we're more important.
Yeah.
I think that old blind lady should count as a constant player.
She is.
Bob, can we close off this window?
Nope.
Oh yeah, I already closed mine out.
We're stuck forever.
The crawl?
Yeah, I thought it closed everybody. So
No, it didn't. Mine didn't
closed it.
close, so I was wondering if something was wrong or whatever before I closed it. So yeah, it's good.
Okay.
It'll just catastrophically delete all the world data in our character sheets. Probably. Maybe not though.
Okay, so we left here before, did we not?
Yeah, so it's been like you guys weren't ready to roll immediately. They are organizing a major effort around this whole invasion. They were just going to throw you at
Good point.
the base. I mean, they could throw you at the base. It would end in misery, right? So they've been planning. Paul, your character Griff is going to be leading the infiltration team.
Okay.
There's actually 3 teams that are going to be assigned, and you're going to go over the details soon. You know that everyone's to meet later today in the command room of the hangar bay for a briefing before departing. Now, the question is does anyone want to do anything in between?
How much time is that, Bob? Roughly.
It's probably been just to prep for this. We're gonna say it's been 4 days to prep for this. So
oh wow, okay.
Gone by.
Oh, so it's been quite a bit. So what have we been? Is the assumption like in the interim we've kind of just been like hanging out?
No,
just like eating and.
You probably would have been assisting wherever you can. That would have been like prepping for the upcoming mission. On top of that, there were folks that went away to go get the other escapees here, and they're in the basically the med bay right now, being looked
Okay.
after. So that
Did they move
was
our
there,
ship over here too?
yes, the full crew from the rigger are now present.
Are we taking that same ship? Like what kind? Basically, what ship are we taking? I would be asking somebody.
Okay, that would be a good thing for the briefing. I think that would be where
Oh, okay.
where you would go.
Because I'm thinking, like, if we know I can help with some of that, I'm a pilot. I have fairly okay, like.
You volunteered that, and they shut you down immediately. You get the sense they don't want you in your hands on their merchandise. If that makes sense. So,
Yep.
No offense. Don't touch our stuff.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
I can totally, but Van can totally appreciate that. He's just like, yeah, I get it. I'd be thinking the same thing.
All right.
Oh, I forgot I wanted to, when we came back to this session, it feels like we haven't played in like weeks. I don't know why, but anyway, I wanted to talk to Flint about what I saw in that woman's room when I was accidentally not finding the bathroom.
Yes.
Just
Okay,
Flint,
so-
or
so
the
that-
3 of you? Like, how do you guys want to roll that?
No, I mean, I don't know Paul's character like at all from a hole in the ground. So no, just Flint. Yeah, like
Okay.
at time, at a time.
We'll assume there's a
It's
time
fine. I'll go
where-
hang out with Spectre. He's my friend.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Paul
Paul's
just leaves.
character just disappears.
So let's put you guys together in the room and say that no one else is around at the time.
No, the only funny thing is I can't remember what I was going to say. I can't. I seriously
I
can't.
think I'm
Actually,
gonna
you know
talk
what?
to you.
I
Okay,
was-
what? Hey, how are you?
Well, it's funny, Mark, because I was there too. Her, obviously, because out of character, but I can't even remember either.
Like I remember, I went into. Oh, right. So I'm gonna say, hey, like when I went to use the washroom, I was poking around a bit, and I found. What's her name again, Bob?
The leader?
Yeah,
The
woman. Valendra. So I'll say, hey, like when I went to use the washroom, I was poking around a bit in some of the rooms just to see, if anything interesting I could pick up. And I think I kind of stumbled into Valendra's room, and it was definitely. What's that?
He raises an eyebrow and is like, stumbled?
Well, I went in on purpose to poke around.
Attaboy.
Yeah. So she had a hollow in there, and it displayed It displayed the layout or the. Correct me if I misspeak here, too, Bob. But it displayed some sort of the blueprints of some sort of base. I couldn't really tell what base it was or where it was, but the interesting thing I noticed was actually you could smell perfume in the room.
Okay, but it's a woman's room, so.
Yeah, I know it. I know it seems just normal, right? But like the weird thing is when she greeted us, and then like the kind of the stuff that I saw in her room and how she was.
Yeah.
Like when I was growing up on the street, she reminded me of a lot of like the gang leaders and the people who have these like double personas where they pretend to be someone but they're not that person. It gave me a weird feeling. Like I didn't find anything weird or valuable, but it just struck me and she caught me unfortunately when I was there. But it gave me a weird feeling. Like it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. She had this kind of like weird air to her. Like I don't trust her. I don't think she's trustworthy at all. And I think I wouldn't be surprised if she's actually not who she says she is, or she's got some other thing going on.
And okay. That's fair.
It's not major, but I just wanted to let you know. I mean, I don't know what your thoughts of her, but I don't know. There's something about her that I don't trust.
Yeah, I don't trust her either. But I appreciate that though. Like honestly, good work. Did she catch you, or did you manage to get out of there?
No, she's
For
square up.
vaccine?
She flat out caught me.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no.
What'd you tell her?
I said I was looking for the bathroom,
Good.
which I was.
Do you think she bought it?
No, no way. No,
Okay.
no. It was very
That's okay.
obvious
That's
that I
okay.
wasn't doing that. So
Yeah.
Yeah, she said no fucking way. Sorry, I had
She's
yeah. No. She said no fucking way. Yeah, no. She I don't think she bought it at all. I mean,
okay.
yeah, no.
That's
She's not
fair. It's okay. It's like it is what it is. You know, you got
because
caught. You got
she's
caught.
not stupid. So
Yeah.
anyway, I don't know. I just wanted to let you know. Like I said, I don't fully trust it. Honestly, I don't know. There's something about her that just seems odd.
Well, yeah. No. That's fair.
So
But
anyway, that's it.
okay. Good work. Good work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know about this place. I tell you. I mean, the sooner we can get this job done or whatever, and get our parts and get off here, it'd be the better.
I agree because I think there's stuff going on here that I don't want to get wrapped up in, and I don't think it's a good idea.
What do you think, everybody else? I'm just trying to get a sense of who's who here. We seem to have fallen in with a group of people, and I'm like, I don't know where to go from here.
I don't know that
you
the
get
guy
any
with
sense from any of the other.
the guy with the red eyes just wigs me out. I don't know what is going on there. I don't know. Yeah. He just kind of weirds me out. I don't know anything about clone troopers.
I don't know. It seems pretty good in a fight.
Yeah, fair enough. He does.
We could use a guy like him.
Yeah, we could. We're probably going to be in a bunch of fights. That robot thing seems useful.
Navar is great. Yeah,
is it actually a robot?
No, he's. I don't know. Actually, I don't know.
I think he's just a robot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Navar, yeah, he's great, and he has. I'm hoping he has the information where my ship is and where Demry is. Mark, you would know Demry, by the way.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I've been thinking of Demry too. Like, I hope she's not dead somewhere.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, so I'm thinking that we've got some things to do, and so, like I said, I think the quicker we can get this done, get the stuff we need, get out of here, I think the better.
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
This place creeps me out, to be honest.
Well, I think there's something. I think these people are wrapped up in something, and I think there's something going on here that they're just not talking about because they seem to want to keep us.
100%.
You know, yeah. So anyway, that's it.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks. Good. Like I said, good work again. If anything else happens, let me know.
Yeah, I'll keep poking around, and if I find anything, I'll let you know.
Perception rolls. Search, guys.
Search?
Actually, what's the one for like hearing in general? Like, I heard something.
See, I get that mixed up too. Search is like when you're trying to spot hidden objects or individuals.
I think it would just be a general perception roll.
Or is it investigation?
Investigation is a character's ability to find and gather information regarding someone else's activities and then draw a conclusion about what the target has done or will do.
General perception rolls in this case.
Yeah, because I think those are all active things, and if we're just hearing something, either way, I guess.
One from me too, Bob, or just one?
Gonna get to you in a sec, Paul.
No.
I am.
Oof. 4 dice, man. Jeez.
Okay.
I did better than I did.
Not by much, and I double the dice.
Mark, you hear muffled voices outside.
One more. So maybe like, let's say we're just talking about something, and I'll be like, "Hey, did you hear that?"
What? No.
There's like, I mean, someone's talking outside, which I guess isn't that weird, but I'm gonna go. Oh, I can't go to the door, but if I could, I would go to the door.
Yeah. We're gonna. So at that point, as you move towards the door, we're gonna cut scenes real quick over to Paul. So
okay,
Paul.
You're being shot repeatedly, Paul.
Yeah, you're shot repeatedly.
Over and over and over again.
Yeah. Yesterday, they retrieved the rest of the crew that were on the G9 rigger, and Sirena is here now. So we'll say, like, you gave her time to rest, warm up, get fed, all that stuff, and then this is kind of your first time interacting with her since all that is going down. I I got the sense you want to talk to her. Let me know if you don't.
Yeah,
Like, if you got a higher
yeah,
priority. Let me
yeah.
know.
For sure.
Yeah.
How you doing, kiddo?
I'm good. A little nervous about staying on the ship, but seem like pretty good people overall.
Yeah. They seem good. Yeah.
Sabe especially, she was really nice to me.
Oh, good. Yeah. How about Spec? You met my brother.
Yeah, he's nice.
He's a little different than when I knew him, but time in prison.
Indeed.
How are you enjoying those the rations? I'm used to it, but
They're good. I mean, so real quick, Paul, you guys have been on the run for a while, so eating like whatever you can find.
Yeah.
Kind of been the, and then you know what she'll say? She's like, it beats the mush they gave us in the Citadel. That's for sure.
That's true. That's true. So we're gonna go on a mission, but I want you to keep your eyes and ears open here, okay?
I'm not
And
coming.
stay safe. I mean, can you hold a blaster?
How dangerous is it? You can see like the hesitation on her face.
She doesn't answer.
Yeah.
Kill the blaster? How dangerous is it?
What I'm saying, kiddo, is that you need to stay here.
Okay. There's something.
I need you to be my eyes and ears here.
There's something I wanted to tell you that I overheard when I was on the rigger.
Yeah, please.
It came from the Kaminoan, the really tall one, the long neck. She mentioned they were treating the tortured one. They were treating him, and she ran some kind of diagnostics on him. I heard her talking with the big brain fellow.
The big brain.
Yes.
They said something about him having an unusually high M count.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
Out of character, would I know what that is?
You probably don't. Why don't you just roll like a general intelligence roll? I think because unless you have Lord Jedi.
I do not.
Okay.
Would that be like a knowledge roll then?
Yes, sorry, I meant knowledge, not intelligence. Correct. I think it's just like this would be like no, okay. It's possible that you overheard this sort of thing, but I think a lot of the Jedi stuff came off as wizardry to you, like rather than
Yeah.
anything else. And then I'll take a perception roll from you, Paul, at this point. All right. You hear Spectre's voice, and it sounds like he's like coming closer to the door, and then kind of fades a bit, like he's walked on past. Like outside of the room you're in.
Yeah. If that's the case, I'll kind of poke my head out the door if I can, quietly.
So I'm gonna at this point do the same with Mark, and then I'm gonna unpause the game. You guys see a crew at the end of the hallway here.
I don't actually want to go out that door, Bob.
You were just peeking your head though, right?
No, I wasn't. I want to go up to the door
and listen.
And I want to listen.
Okay.
Yeah, like just like the type of environment that I grew up in. I'm not going to poke my head out because I don't know what's going on out there. And he's hyper cautious all the time. So I want to go near it and kind of like listen to see if I recognize the voice.
Yeah. Now it will be an investigation roll to deduce what you're hearing, kind of thing.
Okay.
You won't have to roll this ball. You can just see it.
Yeah, for sure.
That red skull dice is good, right?
Yes. It's awesome.
I thought so.
Okay, I know what to do with this one. This is going to be fun.
Okay.
You kind of lean your ear to the door, and as you listen, you can hear they've got some kind of equipment. You hear them like locking it in place. It's making a lot of noise. Like Flint, you're starting to hear it now too as they lay out the equipment. And it's definitely got like a mechanical nature of some sort. Mark, as you put your ear to the door and you kind of just naturally kind of close your eyes a little bit to concentrate on the door, you see those bright eyes that you saw in your dream of the one.
Oh, the pit, the ones in the pit there. Okay.
Yeah, but you're like looking at this person like first person, and they're like inches from your face, so it's almost like it just you sense a sudden danger for yourself, like you're in the middle of a fight and you're about to be killed. That's
okay.
You got.
I have an idea for this. Where am I? Here we go. I'm gonna roll a willpower roll, and let's see. I'll give it a moderate difficulty. So I'm gonna say if I make it, I kind of can compose myself, but if not, then I'll react immediately without whatever. No, that's a hard pass. I'm going to like push myself forcibly away from the door and like run behind one of the beds.
Okay, and we'll say like as you go to push backwards, this is with where Flint is. You like naturally run into him a little bit as you go.
Oh, okay, sure. So we'll say like I push back and like hit him and kind of pivot off him and run and jump behind, like he's almost cowering behind like where he is there behind the bed.
Okay, I'm over here. I'm just asking you now. I'm like, whoa, hey, you okay?
I'm not going to say anything.
Kid, you better talk to me. Obviously, you saw something that spooked you. You stay here then. I'm going to go back to the door, Bob.
Okay, and we'll just pause you for a second and just catch Paulie up.
Sure.
So while that's happening, Paul, you come out, you see them. They seem to be at that cave-in that you saw earlier, the sinkhole.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna make my way over there.
Close the door. Okay, so we'll bring you over, and as you do, we'll say that's about the same amount of time that. So now I'm going to unpause it so Flint, you can do what you're going to do as well.
I'm literally just coming through here. And, oh, hello. I'm like, hey, Griff, what's going on?
It looks like they're looking at the cave-in.
You see the equipment they have. It looks like some kind of automated rappelling equipment, so they can send someone down to take a look. Tech seems to be like starting to put on the gears so that he's the one to go down at this point.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
What do you guys want to do?
You want company down there, Spec?
He looks back. He's like, I didn't want to disturb you guys.
Come on. We've been through enough scrapes together. You don't even have to ask.
All right. I'm not going to say no to that.
Can I see Can I see what they're doing, Bob?
You can kind of.
I guess I can't, right?
No, you did. You rolled a successful investigation, so you did deduce what was going down, and you can hear it because you're a very perceptive person. Your one was just that fear.
Okay, I'm gonna make another willpower roll. So I'm gonna run out there, and basically I'm gonna run out there and be like, you can't go down there. You're gonna die. You can't go down there. You absolutely can't. You're gonna die. Like if you go down there, you're gonna die. You can't go down there. He is down there. You will all die.
Okay, whoa,
in a big, huge, just like a huge like stream of words. And I'm hanging in the door though. I'm not going outside of the door.
Understood.
I'm just gonna be like
Griff and I think looks to Griff and Vaan like, everything
It's
okay?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I don't really know what to say to Spectre. And I turn back to Mark. Then that's and just be like, okay, you gotta like, obviously something's got you spooked, but
No, I'm not spooked. I'm not freaking out like some baby. I'm not like I know what I'm talking about. I saw him down there. If you go down there, you guys are gonna die.
yeah, but have you been down there?
I don't have to go down there. I used my eyes and I looked down there. I saw what happened. He looked right up at me.
Oh, okay. So
Who did?
So maybe, yeah, and maybe just proceed with some caution. So would it help to have like a conversation? I'm slowly moving my way over here.
Okay.
I'm gonna make another.
Willpower roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can.
Because now, believe it or not,
I'll
Van's
give
like
you
kind of curious.
I'll give you a bonus 2 pips on this one.
Okay. 2 pips.
Man. Okay. You were role playing it well because you are.
Yeah, no, he is adamant. Like you're gonna die. Like so, the only reason he's not grabbing people and pulling them back is because he's too terrified to go over there.
Understood.
So he's not raving at this point, but close. Like talking, like not even listening to anybody. Like you're gonna die. I guarantee it. I saw the eyes down there. He's gonna kill you. Like it's like that.
So
You done any?
I don't know. I'm yeah.
Spanning your jam, man.
What's I'm talking to Spectre now at this point. I'm just like, so sorry. Remind me again. What? Why are you guys going down there?
I suppose we have a little bit of time before the mission. We thought we'd just poke our head down there and make sure that everything was stable. This wasn't going to expand.
What do you think is down there, Spec?
He shrugs. Unlikely nothing. Perhaps some caves, though. It's certainly...
Some caves?
Well, he motions. He says, look, there's...
Yeah.
I can't even see the bottom here.
Yeah, so maybe, I don't know.
Fair enough.
I mean,
don't you have any drones or anything you can send down, Spec?
Yeah, maybe something first rather than 3 people down into a dark cave.
I will note you guys have seen almost no tech here. Like no astromechs, no nothing. You seem pretty hard pressed. He laughs and says, yeah, about that. That's one of the things we hope to gain with the upcoming mission.
Yeah, fair enough. Have you done any scans or anything? I mean, that's kind of your jam, right?
Yeah, definitely deep caverns, and seems to go down hundreds of feet. He looks a little like uncertain. He says, I didn't want to suggest anything. I like to observe it first and confirm. You know that about him. He's very much I got a hypothesis, but I'm not going to talk about it till I confirm my hypothesis, right? So he's like, the scans are coming back suggesting some sort of, well, the patterns, they're too symmetrical. It looks like ruins, perhaps. Something old, maybe?
Any stories or anything on the planet about that stuff?
He shakes his head. I guess, yeah. They're...
Okay. Well, I just let me say really quick. I mean, you're not the least bit concerned about going down there, then? Some ancient cave with some artifacts or ruins or something like that. Like
he shakes his head.
Like I'm just saying. Like I don't know. And maybe the kids just got me thinking now, but.
I mean, anything down that far would be hundreds, if not thousands of years old.
Bob, do I know? Because I'm kind of listening to them at this point, right? Like, would I know? Because, like, I mean, I know that the Jedi, like, they call them the Sith, right? But, like, would I know to call that in character? Would I know that how to call them that?
No, probably unlikely. Like the Sith were.
So, like, what would I say if I was trying to communicate that? Like, right? Like, what kind of language would I use?
What are you trying to convey? Maybe Bob's done.
Well, I'm basically trying to be like, because we're like, oh, because they said, oh, because I'm listening attentively, right? So they're saying, oh, there's ruins down there, and like, if it would have to be someone would have to be hundreds of years old, and then I want to say basically like, yeah, like the Sith live that long, like, or something to that effect. Like, it's a Sith down there; they can live that long, something like that. But like, I'm not going to say it in that way because I don't think I understand it in that capacity.
Yeah, I don't think you have that knowledge, unfortunately. So I think you don't really know. I think you.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, then, yeah. Okay, that's fine.
You're left with your feeling versus the information, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, I won't say anything then.
You didn't. Now, Mark, you didn't. Are you saying it, or does your character think that it's a Sith?
No, so okay, so that's why I wanted to verify with Bob. So I don't know it. So I mean, I know it is Sith based on like what Bob told me, or my best guess would be Sith, right?
Right.
But so what I saw was red eyes and like a lightsaber. So like I know that. See, I don't even know that. See, that even this part is tricky. Like I don't even know that.
You could know those terms. So like. The Jedi were generals running around leading a war 3 years ago. You know what I mean? That much is common. The Sith in Jedi lore have been quote unquote dead for a very long time.
Okay, so maybe then what else? Maybe what I'll say is like at this point, if there's like there was ruins or there was et cetera, maybe I'll say how would I say that? Like he had a lightsaber. Maybe I'll say that.
You told me that?
No, I'm saying that right now out loud when they're saying, because they're saying like, oh, it's very symmetrical. There could be ruins down there, et cetera. I'm gonna say like, like. I
go back.
I'm gonna say like it had a like. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it had a lightsaber.
I'm gonna kneel down. I'm gonna put both my hands on your shoulders. Well, I mean, you're not.
Smash you right in the face. No, he's 15, but he's small for his age.
Punch you as hard as I can. No, but I'm gonna basically say like, wait. How do you know that?
I saw it.
I'm not saying that you didn't. I'm saying how do you know what a lightsaber is?
How do I know what a lightsaber is, Bob?
Literally, yeah. Like so. Again, this isn't the time of like Luke. This is 3 years ago. There were Jedi running around leading a war.
I guess so. Is it safe to say that most people would know then?
Yeah. Most people would know about the Jedi were war heroes or war. I don't know, villains. I guess, depending on what side of the war you were on, right? They were.
Yeah. So you could even have said that, Flint, and like and then I probably would have replied like I've seen the Jedi weapons, like I've seen the Jedi swords.
Okay. So you saw somebody with red eyes and a red lightsaber.
Was it red lightsaber, Bob, or was it just a lightsaber?
It was a red lightsaber, yeah.
Okay, so yes.
Crimson, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go back to Spectre, and I'll be like, don't go down there. If any of what this kid says is true, you might be waking something up that you will not be able to deal with.
I don't
know. I'm gonna just say it's starting to give me. I got a bad feeling about this.
I think Spectre's gonna look to. He's used to. He's gonna fall into his old chain of command. He's gonna look to Griff. Griff is who he took orders from for a long time. So he's gonna look at Griff with that one.
If I see that.
I don't know, Spec. I think we should check it out, Spec. If there's something down there, it could just as easily come out of the hole as we go in.
Let me just say this then. If that's the case, you better be careful. Because if the kid's right, if that's what's down there, he is right. We're all dead.
Yeah, I mean, I got a kid to take care of too, so. I understand that.
I don't know. I just haven't seen him. I just haven't seen him this spooked ever. He's usually got a pretty good head on his shoulders.
Spec says, should we send a group down then?
Yeah, probably not a bad idea.
I don't know what to do. I think at this point, Bob, I'm just gonna hang back. Like I don't know what else to say at this point, so I'm gonna say nothing.
Okay, understood. Mark,
I have an idea of something else I want to kind of add, but I don't think it's desperate enough.
Yep.
At this point for me to bring it up, so I'm not going to say anything.
Give me another willpower test and add rather than the 2 pips, add a 3rd dice this time. Like the memory, the vision isn't, you're not feeling it as much as you were a second ago.
Okay.
You pass, however, you're still, I think, fearful. Like, I think that's what that one means. So, but you pass, so you're kind of in control of yourself. You composed yourself. You're just still not super keen on that vision.
Okay, so I'm going to go over to Flint. What's your character's name again?
Vaan.
What I'm gonna kind of stop when. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go halfway. That's it. And when everyone is more so when the guys start going down, I guess when they start kind of looking over, I'm gonna see if I can get Vaan's attention and kind of like very subtly motion them over towards me.
Yeah, if I see that, I'll obviously.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna make you roll. I think you're pretty keen on that. Maybe what we'll do is just give. Well, Paul, do you even care? I don't think we need to make you contest it. I don't think it's super like.
No.
Yeah. Just say that you're busy. You and Spec are now kind of readying for.
We're talking over going down.
And they've sent one of the guys away to go gather a few more men and
sandwiches.
Yeah. Okay. So Vaan and Max, you guys are over here now.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, when you come over, I'll be looking at them, and I'll kind of take a couple steps backwards, and then like really quietly, I'm gonna kind of like try to do it discreetly and like under my breath to you, Flint. I'm gonna say sometimes or once before I saw something before it happened.
Say that again.
They shouldn't go down there.
Listen, look,
I saw him. It's not my imagination.
I get it, but I can't. I honestly can't stop it. You know what it's like. So you can give people all the warnings in the world, and they're still going to be able to make their own choices.
Well, I hope I'm wrong.
Me too.
I'm gonna move back, Bob, like more, and then just where I can see some doors and stuff, and then I'm just gonna then I'm done. I'm just gonna stand and watch.
You gonna stand and watch? Okay.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. So after a while, they ready enough for. Let's see what they have for a team. That's not enough. Let's try again. There we go. So a total of 4. They have 4 repelling machines. So 4 of you, 4 total people can go down. It looks like Spectre and Griff are going. Like, Spectre and Griff seem set on going.
I've got to go down. I've got to go
Hard
down.
pass.
Bob, I want to make. Do I get any sort of weird feelings or anything like that? And I'm just saying in general. I'm just kind of like I'm just trying to play off like some of my background a little bit.
Yeah, give me a perception roll.
Okay.
And add a one dice to it.
1 dice.
Yeah. You sense a general sense of I guess of power. Something important is down below. But you don't sense anyone. You don't sense.
Is that? Do I get a darker feeling? Like, is my feeling that power? But is it like, oh, yay, this is good, or this is interesting, or do I kind of get this foreboding?
It's a little more sinister, like a buried.
Bob, no, it's definitely bad.
Yeah, it's the way in which I don't even know if you'd have a lot of exposure to. Probably the best thing to explain is the feeling you might have had going. Oh, that's gonna deter you though. I don't want to say Geonosis. Well, say the feeling. Sometimes you get a bad feeling when something is about to happen.
Yeah.
But this time you get a bad feeling. Every once in a while you get a bad feeling when something has happened. You go over a war-torn battlefield. You can kind of feel it. It's more like that.
Oh God. Okay. All right. So then I'm gonna, because I'm literally right in the middle here. So I'm gonna go back up here. I'm like, I'll look at both Spec and Griff and just say, hey guys, I know this is probably not your thing, but I'm not kidding. I'm starting to get a really bad feeling about this. Tell me that there isn't something that can happen here that doesn't involve us going down into the pit.
I'm gonna look at Spec.
Spec shrugs. I mean, we can leave it. We could even try to cover the hole, or we could refrain from going all the way down and just make sure that this sinkhole is not going to grow.
Okay. Like I appreciate any sort of anything we can do that's not all the way. I can't really explain it, but I'm starting to feel a little bit like Max. Like I just have a bad feeling that if somebody goes down there, we're gonna regret it.
I'm gonna call my kid over.
Okay. So you're just gonna ask her to come over?
Sorry, I'm gonna kind of step away over to where like Max is and kind of talk to her.
Yeah. Okay. Which gives Max potentially an opportunity here if you want to make a perception roll, Max, on that.
100%. Yep. Perception.
We're thinking about going down to this hole, and Max over there and Vaan are having some bad thoughts about it. Can you feel anything? And I'm gonna say that I'm saying that like almost in a whisper.
She's like, oh.
Collapse over there.
Give me 1 sec here. She steps backwards.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not good.
Something. So that's the highest one we've had so far.
Yeah.
She just says, something evil dwells down there.
All right.
You're like, well, that wraps that up.
That's right. All right, that's great. Yeah, yeah.
I'll go over to Spec and be like, hey, so yeah, I think probably for the best. We don't venture down there.
If we obliterate this planet from space.
We could probably plug that hole if we can with something that thick and strong.
Understood. All right, men, you heard him. Van, I will get a perception roll from you with your 1 dice for your foreseeing part of your racial ability.
Yep. So what do you want to... Sorry, one. Did you say 1 dice?
I think it's a 1d bonus, isn't it? You get to perception?
Yeah. Okay. So 1d plus my perception. Come on, you bitch. Oh, that's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
You see the whole, like, in a vision and flash, you see the ground start to collapse underneath those closest to the hole right now, and like a number of them fall, including Spec.
Okay. Everybody away from the hole. Now.
I'm gonna back up, even though I'm not even close.
And I'm not even gonna wait, Bob. I'm gonna yell. Then I'm yelling. I'm like, now! I said now! And I'm just gonna start yelling.
Okay. I'm gonna test one thing just to see if any of them got stuck because they were starting to attach themselves to the to the things.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give them this is just their like force dice to see if they get that one. So I'm gonna roll 3 of them. So we'll these 3. Paul, do you want to participate in this too? It's up to you, and whether or not you attach yourself. I don't think you did because you just talked to your.
Yeah, I just went all the way over there to talk, so I don't think I would have detached to go and do that.
Okay.
Oh, damn! Seriously?
Oh.
Okay, so. Real quick, the ground begins to collapse just as Van says that. This guy dives out of the way. This guy falls. Just straight up falls.
Shit.
And you see his pulley device fall with him. Spec is... The ground's collapsing under Spec. So is his pulley device. There is a rope attached to both ends of the pulley device. What do you guys want to do? Like, it's possible, I know Griff especially, this is someone very close to you.
Yeah.
You could, the danger is that pulley device is very heavy. So you're going to have to, if you want to save Spec from falling, you're going to have to sever him, like sever the rope that he's on, the cable he's on, from that device. Or get enough help from enough people around you to keep him from, that device from falling. Because it's heavy, right? You could try to pull it, like, you know, as a group, almost like tug of war it back onto stable ground, which would keep him from plummeting. I'll run
forward.
Okay.
I'm
frozen. Do anything I can to.
I'm not going to move. Max is completely frozen. He's like waiting for the guy's head to come up. Basically, he's like, I rolled my willpower. He's like, he's literally rooted to his spot.
Van, you move over. Griff, you're going to it, I heard?
Yeah.
All right. And what are you guys' intentions? Because you're working cooperatively together. What do you want to do to try and help him from falling?
I'm going to go, grab the rope.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that too. I'll however I can help. I don't want this guy to go over.
All right. Is there a general athletics in this one?
There is
Lifting.
You can roll, you can roll strength.
Lifting.
Stamina, strength.
Yeah. We're gonna go with lifting. It makes the most sense here. That's what you're doing. You're. Oof. All right, Flint.
You need my lift. I don't have lifting. I do have strength though. Oh, that's fantastic.
Okay.
You bump Griff and push him down the hole with the other two.
Sorry, dude.
All right. So we're gonna assume it's like this. Spectre is now falling. Griff, you're right on the edge. And Vaan, you are just behind him. You're one round away from falling in yourself if you don't let go. You can still hear that guy that fell right away falling. Like he's screaming and his scream's getting like further away.
My god.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I'm still holding on.
Okay. Now I will remind you guys, you have force points and you have character points. This is the kind of fall that will kill you.
For sure.
Bob, just so you know.
Well, like, yeah, just to narrate it, like, it sounds like it's over 100 feet, right? So it's like...
I was thinking that too. I'm just like, man, oh man, like, I need...
points then? Like on the
if you use a force point, it'll double everything.
Yeah.
But all you do it when you roll. When you roll, Paul, whatever you roll, then it gives you the option when that new dialogue box comes up.
I'll give you this too. The idea with, just because we don't talk about force points a lot, when you use a force point to do something heroic, it tends to come back at the end of the session. If you use it for something a bit more selfish, it's not like wrong. It just doesn't come back. And if you use it for something that's like malice, it can turn into a dark side point for force users.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that too, Bob. Like I do not want to let go of this. Like we need these people alive. Okay. I mean, the one guy's already gone, but
oh, he's still falling. He could make it.
He'll make it. That's the problem.
Yeah. So do you need me to just roll another strength roll, Bob?
Yes. And Paul. Yeah, that'll do.
Oof. Whoa!
Are those both with force points, Ben?
You damn right.
Okay.
Incredible success.
So you guys managed to, like, you're holding onto the rope and you see the device actually starting to slip forward. And you know he's toast if that thing goes over, right? You guys both quickly look to each other and you grab onto the device and you start to heave backwards. And you actually pull it back and lock it into the ground here.
Oh.
So the hole is extended a little bit. I don't have that animated yet, but the hole kind of comes all the way out to here now. But you guys have managed to stabilize it, at least for now. I'll give you this though. In those previous rolls, you see the rope still descending. It's moving quick. You've got a. It's designed to do there's kind of like a free mode, and then there's like the gradual descent mode. No one's programmed it yet because you weren't planning to go down the hole yet, right? So someone has to get on that thing and set it to either stop or gradual descent, or else he's just going to hit the ground still. There's still one more activity. This is going to be more of a general technical skill, not a very high skill. We'll give it even an easy. So 5 is all you need to hit for this one.
Do we need to both roll it, Bob?
No, one person has to. So
and what are we rolling? Technical?
Yeah, against an easy.
Any specific? Oh, no, never mind. I don't have anything that would be.
Just need 4, you said?
I'm assuming, Paul, your technical's probably just as good as mine. So
I've got 0.
Would you say 2D plus 0?
2D plus 0.
So do I. Okay, do you want to...
Yeah, he ain't heavy. He's my brother.
Yeah, like I said...
Okay, I'll do it then.
It's an easy difficulty.
Here we go.
Is it though, Bob?
Oh, whoops.
Good. Where you said you were going to do it, Flint. Sorry.
No,
it's all-
that's okay.
You guys both reach. Here's what's going to happen because of that wild die rolling 1. You both reach to hit the thing. You both hit different buttons. It does stop the. It does stop it from that massive descent that it was doing, the free falling it was doing before. But now it's like stuck on gradual descent, so it's still wheeling him down slowly, safely, quote unquote safely, but it's continuing to lower.
How do we stop it? Can we stop it?
Yeah, how do we stop it? Yeah.
Yeah. So just really easy now that it's in this state. Go ahead and give me a technical roll. Again, difficulty 5, so you can change the difficulty on your roll. So it says, like, for example, you guys both rolled against a difficulty 10. It should have been a difficulty 5. When you go to roll, it prompts you.
It says difficult. It says difficulty easy right now.
Yeah. Is easy a 10?
So you want easy? Easy must be a 10 because that's what we're gonna roll. That's
very easy then. My apologies. I was using the wrong link.
Okay, no, that's okay.
Yep.
So very easy technical dice. Why is it telling me? Why is it giving me 4D?
Do you want us both to do that again, Bob?
I don't know why I'm rolling 4. Why is it telling me to roll 4 dice?
Do you have your force points still clicked?
Force points.
No, just because I don't have it anymore, right? So it just says use wild die. That's checked. Is that a problem? Like,
I'm just gonna look at your sheet.
yeah, go ahead, have a look.
I have 2D for tech too, but I definitely don't have 4.
Yeah,
I think when you choose force point on the roll window, it seems to activate the checkbox on the main sheet. Like my force point, the checkbox below force point is like glittering and stuff now.
Yeah, you need to uncheck it.
Done.
You need to uncheck it. So I just unchecked it, and now it's doing it properly.
Oh, okay.
So I'll go 2D, very easy. Here we go. Perfect. Excellent.
You succeeded.
I succeeded.
It takes a little bit to do it. And,
okay.
But you guys managed to figure it out, and things stopped. As far as you can tell, Spec is okay. You can't see him though.
Can we reel him? Can we reel him back up?
Yeah. He says. He's like, oh man. He's like, can you guys hear me?
We can hear you, Spec.
We can hear you.
I'm pretty far down here.
We're gonna get you out.
Wait, hold on. He's like, you can see a little bit of a glint of a light at the. He must have turned on some kind of like you saw him with some kind of. I don't even know what the flashlight equivalent would be in Star Wars. Yeah, there's some kind of light that he brought with him. He says, "I see runes. It looks like some kind of room."
It's called a glow rod.
Glow rod. Thanks, man.
He's
got the glow rod out, and he's like, "Wow, this has to be really old." He's like, "Oh, looks like there's I see some remains down here. You guys want to pull them up? What do you guys want to do?"
Yeah, we should pull him up. Everything just seems too weird that we were talking about not going down, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, collapsing hole.
Yeah. All right.
I've been around enough Jedi to know that things get hinky.
Yeah.
Things do get hinky with the Jedi. That's certainly true.
He says, I'm going to give him a perception roll, see if he actually sees this.
Oh, God. He comes up, he's just white.
Oh, my gosh.
He says, we say you guys pull him up successfully. After a little bit of time, he kind of clears, and he's like, thanks for that. Lalandra's gonna be upset.
About what?
But we lost one of our men. But I guess
Not
was
all.
an accident.
Yeah, an accident.
I saw some kind of runes down there. Looked like it was walled off, like signs of a collapse. I saw remains of looked like two independent skeletal remains, and each of them had. He looks a little confused, but he says, "I think they might have been Jedi."
Oh God.
Or Sith.
I don't think you know that one, Paul.
Oh, no? Okay.
No, I don't think the Sith are widely understood yet. And even this,
Gotcha.
like, they're kind of like a secret in the Jedi lore. Unfortunately, that's why they're so successful. Because they were a historical thing that hasn't been around in the public eye for a long time, and the Jedi Council was very careful from like the Darth Maul forward not to talk about that openly. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
He says, they definitely had lightsabers, like not far from their remains. 2 of them.
Their remains. Tell me about that. You saw bodies.
2 bodies, yeah.
Do you know for sure were they deceased? They're dead. They weren't moving. Were they skeletons? Like,
yeah, he said skeletal remains. Yep.
I mean, if they're already dead, they don't need saving, right?
See, now Van's like, fuck, now I want to go down there and check it out. No, I'm just like, okay, good. Well, you're up here and you're alive, and that's what matters. Let's get the fuck away from this.
Alright.
I'm still just watching, Bob.
Yeah, I'm literally like, my curiosity, that I had a brief moment where I thought I might be curious, and then I went, oh yeah, right, I don't want to die.
I'll walk past Max and pat him on the shoulder as I walk by. Just be like, good job, kid.
Yeah, and I'm doing the same thing. Like, I'm right there, and I'm just kind of going, okay, this is good. And with what's her name, the kid.
Yeah. Do you have her name
Sirena.
in character? I guess so, yeah. Paul's talked about things around. Yeah.
Bob, did I hear anything of the conversation when Griff asked her
You
about
heard
like
the whole
what if
thing.
she?
Yep.
Oh, I heard the whole thing. Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, you have a good perception.
No, I do. I know. I just didn't know if I'd actually heard it all. Okay, so that changes a whole bunch of stuff. Okay.
And just to remind you of your initial vision, you saw like you remember seeing. Actually, yeah, because you're hearing about this now. You're hearing about the skeletal remains. I'm gonna give you a knowledge roll mark, and you can add a dice to this for like recalling your memory. From
a knowledge? What knowledge? What though? Oh, just straight knowledge.
Yeah, because I don't think this is more like recalling your memory versus anything else. But add a +1 bonus dice to it.
Okay. See if we can get out of this.
Yep. You remember your initial vision was watching 2 Jedi, presumably, right? One that looked sinister with the red blade, and the other, like you could just see almost a color. It almost looked like a pigmentation similar to red, but it wasn't red. Maybe pink, maybe purple. Hard to say.
Okay.
But it seemed like you remember this distinct vision of these two Jedi, quote unquote, fighting each other with these sabers. That is your initial vision you had that when you were sleepwalking.
Yeah.
And you woke up and found yourself nearby what became the initial sinkhole.
And did I see if one beat the other, or if what the outcome of that fight was, or just that they were fighting?
That part eludes you a little bit. You're like, you felt a permanence. You felt an end. And you were uncertain what that end was.
And did I know if they were men or women, or were they like aliens, or female, male aliens, whatever?
It was almost like, other than it was almost like you were seeing it through the eyes of the one Jedi, looking
the good
at
one,
the one that didn't have the sinister,
or not the evil one, at least.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, and could I tell what race the evil one was?
Really hard to say. Definitely.
Can I roll like an alien? Can I roll an alien species, or it was just too vague?
Yeah, you can absolutely roll an alien species.
Okay. I mean, I only have it at 2D, but I'll roll it and see what happens. No.
You know it's very close to humanoid, and not anything that you run into on a daily basis. Or if it is, they've modified their appearance, right?
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna tell Van. I wanna. Actually, you know what? I want to tell Van and Griff. I want to pull them aside.
Okay. Yeah. So at this point,
away from the not his trooper friend and not any of the other people, just those two.
Okay.
And the girl, if she's around.
Okay. Yeah, she'll stay. Spectre tells you, Griff, that he's gonna go report what happened to Valandra.
We'll be right behind you.
All right, and that leaves the four of you.
I'm gonna. Sorry, what's her name again, Bob? Or I guess Griff or
Sirena.
Sirena. Can we change that, Bob, where it says the kid? Can we change it to Sirena?
Yep. Done.
Thank you. So I'm going to say that too because I didn't get a chance, but I'm going to say Sirena, Max. I'm like, thank you both. I'm with Griff. Good job, both of you.
I think. Oh, so go ahead, Bob.
Yeah, she just like stammers a little bit, like she's not certain what she did.
So at this point, Max is gonna look at Sirena and then at Griff, and he's gonna look at Sirena and say, "I heard you say something's evil down there. How did you know that?" And then I'm gonna look at Griff, then I'm gonna look at Van, and say, "How did you know that was gonna collapse?"
Sirena looks to Griff because I imagine Griff gave her very specific instructions about long before they were captured at the Citadel about what to talk about and not to talk about with people.
Oh, probably.
So, Paul, what did you instruct? What did Griff instruct Sirena originally?
I told her not to say anything and look to me for the responses in that matter.
She does just that. Given that.
Maybe another time for that answer, but for now it seems like we should get moving.
No, we need this. We don't have to go in depth, but I need to know what this is about because I know more about what happened down there, and I need to know who I can trust, and I need to know why you know what you know it, how you know it. I don't need a big story, but I need something.
I'll say this, Griff. I was on, or I'll Griff will say to Max, I'll say this that, I was on Coruscant when everything went to hell in a handbasket. You can trust me.
Is that where you found her?
That's all I'm going to say about that, boy.
Van, I'll note you don't know what the hell happened. Like, that is one thing unique about you is you heard that the Jedi were deemed traitors and right, and villains in the end as things moved away from the Republic to the Empire. But you don't know exactly what happened on Coruscant. Your last time,
Good point. Thanks, Bob. I'll actually say that as long as no one's talking. I don't really want to interrupt it. I'm kind of understanding the severity of maybe this kind of conversation or where it's going to go. But I'd be like, you were on Coruscant?
Yeah, my last posting.
Maybe that's something we can chat about another time.
Maybe another
I'd be
time.
curious. I don't know what happened. I happen to know
Nothing
some
good.
people there.
Nothing good happened.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
So I don't know. So Bob, do I know that like the like there was a main Jedi temple on Coruscant and that they trained them there and like Jedi were trained there? Do I know any of that stuff? I probably wouldn't know that stuff. Hello?
He's gone.
My shit was stuck on mute. I apologize.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
Yeah, so you for that kind of thing, it would normally be like a roll Jedi lore. You don't have Jedi lore, so I think general knowledge makes sense. This isn't something super secret, but it's also like, would you have known /cared?
or just knowledge, not like planetary systems.
I think not in.
I'm not advocating for the other. I just don't know. I just want to make sure. That's the only one that's like
what?
vaguely.
It was.
They're both two, so it doesn't matter.
It wasn't a secret thing. I will accept planetary knowledge.
Well, I can quickly just jump and see what the description is on planetary knowledge. The skill reflects the character's general knowledge of geography, weather, life forms, trade, products, settlements, technology, government, and other general information about different systems and planets.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
Okay, go back to normal mode.
When you brought that up, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, let's go. Let's roll planetary systems.
Ooh.
It's a 9. I don't know.
I think with a 9, because you're real close to the 10, you're like, didn't a lot of Jedi spend time in Coruscant? You know that that's where the Senate, like that's where the Republic was centered around. That much you know for sure. And you're like, I think there were a lot of Jedi there. It makes sense because they became the generals of the Clone Wars, right?
Yeah, so based on how Griff has answered, in his mind now, in Max's mind, he's convinced now, basically, based on what the scanty bits know, the conclusion that he's drawn, I'm not going to say anything out loud, is that Griff, as a clone trooper, rescued a Jedi girl on Coruscant and somehow smuggled her off. So that's what he's doing in his head. So he's like, she's a Jedi. So like whether he's right or not, but that's the idea he has.
I don't have any issue with that. Any issue with that from Paul or Flint?
Nope.
Straightforward.
And so I think that makes sense. He's probably just like, yeah.
I think that's the best case assumption in that case.
Yeah.
And so then he's gonna look at you, Flint, next. Because I had asked you, right, like how you knew the ground was gonna collapse, and it did like 5 seconds later.
Oh God, I can't believe we're having this conversation. I don't know. I don't fully understand it, but there's just times where I see things just before they're about to happen. But you know what? I don't want. Honestly, I don't want.
I'll offer you an option on that one if you want. That is actually something your race is known for.
Yeah, no, I know that, but I'm just not sure I want to talk about all that stuff because for me, for him, it's tied to other things as well. So I wasn't.
Yep. For sure.
Well, you know what though? I guess no. Thanks, Paul. I guess you're right. I could just say, you know what?
Up to you. I'm just.
No. I like that actually. I like that. I was tying it more to something else. So, I'm just gonna go. My race, the Iktotchi, we all have it. We all have the ability to sort of know things. Usually, it happens in dreams, things like that. But sometimes. In the moment, stressful situations, I can see stuff.
So Max is going to be like, is that what they can do? So he basically has been like, is that like the Force? Is that like what the Jedi can do? But he's not saying Force or the word Jedi out loud.
Yeah. So I'll say, yeah. yeah, I've heard stories. I've heard that there's some definite similarities.
So I saw what happened down there last night when I was sleeping. Two Jedi fought, and I think the good one killed the bad one. I saw the bad one. He was a humanoid. I couldn't place the race, but he had a red saber, and the other one had like a pink or a purple one, and they fought to the death down there. I don't know how long ago it was, but neither of them came back up.
Well, so I guess
that's what happened down there, and those were the two bodies.
The next natural question then would be, is that something you see on a regular basis?
I'm going to say, Bob, I mean, because we haven't really talked about it, I'm only say it's going to happen. It happened for once before, so I'm going to say this is only the second time it's happened.
I'll say this. You've had some reoccurring dreams about nothing to
Things?
do with this.
Some
sort of scuffle, sound of blasters. You haven't been able to really push that, but you've had some sort of reoccurring. You know, it's always the same scene that replaying in your mind. Not again, no sound of like lightsabers, no sight of lightsabers, no sight of Jedi, but something has been reoccurring in your sleep. So
okay, so I'll say that in a really vague way, because I don't really understand it. So I'll say like that's the yeah.
Well, isn't that interesting how we all happen just to be in the same place?
So for Max now, in his head, it's him and Vaan and Griff and this girl. They're like part of like a secret club now.
And Sirena will speak up to that when Vaan says that, and she says, "Well, we all were held in the Citadel."
Yeah.
I'll have a fleeting look if anybody catches it. I'm not sure. Mostly this is just dramatics, but I'll have a fleeting look like, what a fucking idiot I was, and I didn't realize that before.
What do you mean? In what way?
Well, because when she has it on.
Oh, roll buddy.
Oh, yeah, I lost your audio.
Techno grumble.
You hear me now?
Dave walks up.
I think I am. I think I am going to be like, oh god, yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, actually, I might just say that out loud. I might just say, wait. All right. Oh man. Yeah. All right. I think this is something we can discuss further at some point. But yeah, I'll look at her again and I'll be like, it's a really good point, actually.
Not around the Kaminoan.
Not around the Kaminoan?
Don't trust her.
That's fair. I usually take people's word for stuff. They're like, hey, I don't want to do this because of this. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I do that too.
Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna say that's fair.
Yeah.
I think it's because honestly, Vaan at this point doesn't really care about the canon. Like, I have no reason to, so I'm just like, yeah.
At this point, I'll take perception rolls from a lot of you.
Well, Max.
Oh, that's a fantastic roll.
Oh, that's not bad. Ooh, that's nice.
Nice one, Paul.
Nice.
Max and Griff, it sounds like folks, footsteps coming this way.
I'm gonna say I'm lost at this point in thought, Bob.
Yep.
He's just standing there, kind of. I'm piecing together some things that Sirena has just said, and I'm just like, now things are starting to make sense for him.
I'm gonna say I'm just under my breath. I'll be like we have company, and then I'm kind of gonna just turn around and pretend like, hey, it's just nothing's going on.
Mark, the old lady seems, even though she literally doesn't have eyes, she seems to be like You've always felt like she's keeping an eye on you, like in a grandmother.
Yes, I have. Yeah.
And she's doing that right now. She's got a smile as she looks at you. Big brained one. I'm gonna give these folks their names too, because you know everyone by name now. So this is Crix here, and this is Jaima.
Right.
Just fixing it on their tokens. So at this point, Crix says, he's the one to speak up. He says, we heard about the potential disaster. Everyone's okay?
Yep.
The guy that fell all the way down to the bottom.
Tragic loss indeed.
At
Well,
least he wasn't one of us.
quite so. I was asked to come up here and let you all know that they're ready for you in the briefing.
I'll chuckle at that as well.
Seems like we're going to get things underway tomorrow. Assuming everyone's in good
Alive?
health.
Alive.
Crix nods with a smile. I think what is the one that's like empathy, like read somebody? Is that a on?
I wondered about that too when I was making my character, Bob, because I wanted something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that
so
might. I think that might be
it-
investigation.
I will accept, in this case, I'll accept a con or an investigation. And just
Yeah, because are we all rolling it? Sorry, Bob, I missed that.
anyone who
I'm
wants
not.
to. Yep. Anyone who chooses to.
I'll roll my con. Why not?
Because it says investigation is a character's ability to find and gather information regarding someone else's activities. Well, maybe it's not. Maybe it's more like, are they like creeping around and doing stuff?
I like Bob's thing. We're just saying, like, if you got one or the other, give it a shot.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
Okay,
this game doesn't really have a lot of those things.
I'll give an investigation
So
roll
just-
here then.
Okay. Paul,
Sorry.
are you rolling too or no?
I was just closing the thing up. Oh, for fuck's sakes.
I know that damn wild die.
Wild die, but you still got a success, and there's nothing like really to read wrong here.
Okay.
You can interpret it how you want, but you both sense a little bit of like when Crix smiles at Griff's response, there's just a little bit of some sort of negative disposition out of Crix towards the clone.
Okay.
And I think it makes sense, you two were the ones to give them a lift initially. They were on your transport out of Raxus, right, Flint?
Yep.
You suspected that they were paying extra for the transport in a clandestine way because they probably were up to something that they don't want the Empire to know about, right?
Yeah.
Since the Empire was, at the time you left Raxus, the Empire was completely in charge there. They had occupied it. They had reduced their occupation, but they were fully in control. So,
Yeah. Now Vaan takes a 10-second little moment to be secretly sad that he doesn't have any of that money.
yeah, right?
Like legit. If you were to look at him,
Yeah.
he would have had like a low face, kind of flat out. He'd be like, oh yeah, right.
All right. Okay, guys. I think as much as I'd like to carry on, I think next week we get Dave back. If we do the briefing at the beginning, it might be more helpful because then you'll know what the hell's going on rather than trying to remember a week later. Is there any other like little scenes or anything you want to do? Because they'll leave. If there is anything you want to ask them, or if there's any other things you want to do around here before the briefing, you can kind of do that.
Just get as far away from that hole as I can in this place.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm actually like if Griff at any point, Paul, verbalize that at all, I'd be like, yes. I think we can all agree on that.
The death hole, yeah.
This was great because in
in
Van's mind too, I'm almost the same as Max. He's like, I can trust these people.
Yeah, I'm like, I mean, internally, not out loud, obviously. But
Yeah. Oh yeah, Van will never say that.
He is just not that he like is hiding it specific. Well, I guess he would be kind of a tiny bit, but yeah, Max is feeling he's feeling much better about things. Just because he feels like he's kind of around like people he can kind of like quasi trust. You know, because they're like him. It's not just like random strangers. It's like they're people.
Yeah.
Like, so he kind of trusted Van before, but now he's like, oh my gosh. He's like, okay, this girl's like a Jedi, and this guy's like protecting her, which means I can trust him. And this other guy, like, and now Van suddenly has these like Jedi like premonitions. He doesn't think about it that way. But that's kind of what he's going. That's what he's going with.
Yeah, and I'm the same. And I'll actually like. I think out of character, Bob. Like, if we have some time, I might even mention some stuff to Griff about like, because him and I are in the same position. We're looking after somebody younger, who we feel is like we have a certain, sort of, I don't know, obligation or responsibility for whatever reason. So I kind of feel, this was like a really good moment for Van because he really didn't give a shit about anybody before this, to be honest.
Yeah.
For sure. Something I was thinking of, guys, that I was kind of thinking of how to do this, and it kind of clicked mid-session. You ever had that where it just kind of clicks while you're doing something completely different?
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to do like every couple of months, either, I'll prep a couple of these so we can do them when someone's like gone. But every couple of months, it'd be cool to dedicate one session to like a flashback of one of the characters and have you guys play like NPCs around that character during that time in which
would love that.
Back to you. So
yeah, that'd be neat.
Yeah,
love that.
So, for example, for you, Paul, doing the Citadel test because I've got the map for the Citadel test that they put the clones through. It's like their passing grade is infiltrating the Citadel, and have the other players run as the rest of your crew. So,
yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah. Right. So, anyways,
legit, dude. That would be awesome.
All right, guys. It's almost 2 hours. Pretty good wrap. I it was really good. Enjoyed the depth of we got to explore your characters a bit more this time.
I think this is
this was great
best session so far. Personally,
I agree. It was great, and like in character, I just there a lot of strides happened today. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
It also helps it helps flesh out the characters. We'll probably take these moments when we're down one or two people to explore whoever's there a little bit more,
For
that's
sure.
When I was talking at the beginning, I'm like, we'll see what happens. This is kind of what I hoped would happen. A little bit more take the time to actually deep dive a bit. When we play the next one, I spent probably about 10 hours on the map for what you're going to infiltrate and stuff. And I've got this. Check this out. I'm going to show you guys this. So part of your mission next week is going to be on a timer. So
good.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, you can
the more pressure.
If you're right,
I love it.
Pop it out, and then we'll, if you guys hit combat rounds, we'll pause it at whatever number it's at.
Oh, that's wicked! I just popped it out. This is friggin' sweet.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a blasty.
All right.
Yeah, that's great.
Paul, you're gonna be assigned to head of because of your command skill, right? You're gonna be assigned to head that group. Cool. All right, I'm gonna stop the recording here.